photography for, well gosh, I actually started when I was a kid. My grandfather gave me an Instamatic because I was really fascinated by the fact that he liked to do amateur bird photography. And it was really a lot of fun, and kind of grew into it, decided to go to college and study it as actually a minor, and continued to do it while I started to work professionally in the business world. And about 5-6 years ago, decided that I really wanted to focus my attention on being a photographer full-time. So I worked my way out of the corporate world and worked my way into being a full-time artist. I use Canon almost exclusively because Canon is one of the best cameras around. But I mostly use digital. I used to use film back in the day, but now film is very, very hard to use because there's not as much that's offered for having film, getting access to film, also development time, and digital is so much easier and more accessible for people now. So every once in a while I'll still pick up the film camera, but digital is primarily what I use. That's a really good question. My work is inspired by what I see around me normally. A part of my photography business is that I do belly dance photography. I've actually been a semi-professional amateur belly dancer for over 13 years, and part of the work that I do focuses directly on belly dance because I did belly dance for so long. I did several different styles of belly dance. So when you're in something and that you see the costuming and the props and you understand the dance inherently, it makes it so much easier to photograph that. So that's become a huge portion of my photography. The other part of my photography, things like weddings and babies and children and pinup and boudoir, I draw a lot on just circumstance and nature. I also tend to draw on more vintage looks. I'm very, very fascinated with like the 1920s, kind of obviously, the 1940s. So I tend to go for a style that really is indicative of that time period. There are two websites that I have. My name again is CARRIE MEYER. My two businesses, the first one is called Insomniac Studios, and that's the up all night studio. That's because I practically don't sleep and I work all night. But you can find me at www.insomniacstudios.net, or if you're more interested in my dance photography, that studio is called The Dancer's Eye Fine Belly Dance Portraiture, and you can find that at www.thedancerseye.com. Hi, my name is CARRIE MEYER, and I am proud to be a raw artist.